Hello, we have Alf DeBlasis here from TLN here at JMT METROSPORT. And Alf, welcome to our store and our show.
Thanks, John. Norm, thanks for inviting me.
Oh, you're very welcome. We'll get started right away with some questions for you.
Sure.
The Italian Soccer League, you're an aficionado, I guess, in the Italian
Very
Soccer
much so,
League.
yeah.
Why don't we talk, or you can talk a little bit about the issues and problems they had last year with the scandal with the top teams, and what you think going forward, where the league will be at.
Yeah, I think what developed last year, right about this time, just towards the end of the last Serie A soccer season, this scandal that developed was not what traditionally people would think as match fixing. In other words, where an executive may come up to a referee and make a gesture of giving him a bundle of money to create a situation where a game would go in their favor. This had more to do with abuse of power and authority, bullying tactics, and it's centered around not just one individual, Luciano Moggi, who was kind of described as the villain, one of the managing directors for Juventus, but it really kind of permeated the whole league. There were a lot of other people that were involved in this and implicated in this scandal. And the interesting thing that I found that Mr. Moggi said was, in his own defense, that I was working within the system, which tells you that the system's been corrupt for quite some time, because these people have been able to sort of wield their influence over individuals, and in particular over officials, game officials.
As far as the refereeing goes, was it seasoned referees that were influenced more, or was it like
very much so?
That's
an interesting point. That in fact, what they found, and in fact, 7 officials have been suspended for their sort of implication in this whole role. That many of them were seasoned veterans. That many of them were officials that had been in the game for quite some time and had officiated very important games in the course of their careers. So you found that that there were, probably because of the fact that they allowed themselves to be lured into kind of a personal acquaintance with these with these gentlemen, and I think what happens, or what is going to be happening from here on in, and they have in fact brought up a new crop of young officials who don't necessarily have the same history as some of the older ones, and they don't have the same relationship, that you won't find that type of imposing intimidation any longer. But it's true. That's a good point you make, that a lot of the individuals that were identified were seasoned referees who should have known better.
And now for talk a little bit about local soccer. We have the new Toronto FC, we have the under-20 championships, and maybe a little bit of with Italy winning, what kind of influence you think that kind of had, and especially in the city of Toronto.
Yeah, no, I think, and I refer to it as a year of dreams. I mean, I think dreams are coming true this year. The fact that a new professional team has started in a brand new soccer facility with an important sports management company like MLSE behind it, I think is all factors for success. And whomever was at the home opener, I think, got a taste of what it could be like for pro soccer here in this city for years to come. It's really going to be exciting. There's a lot of passionate fans there now, and there's a great facility to go and watch soccer finally after so many years. There seems to be a lot more activity in terms of soccer in the media as well. So much more is being talked about the game in print and in television and radio. So much more coverage, and something that seems to be drawing a younger generation through. And I think maybe you and I and you, Norm, and John have seen the ups and downs of this sport in this country over the last 20-25 years. But I don't think we've ever seen as much anticipation and as much passion for what's going on in soccer locally than this year. There's so much happening at all levels overall.
And your station, TLN, has some pretty exciting news.
Yeah, there's great news from our standpoint. We've just now signed a new deal to bring Italian soccer to Canada for 3 more years in English. Obviously we will also have the FIFA Under-20 tournament in partnership with the CBC this year, but also for the next 7 years, which include the next 2 World Cups in 2010 and 2014. So that's really exciting for us to be involved with every major FIFA tournament from here until then. And we also have our own properties, for instance the Copa America, which is the South America's continental championship, which has been a tradition.
How about Canada? What do you think their chances are of,
Yeah, I mean, I like the makeup of the team. I like Dale Mitchell as a coach, and I think he has some boys that have some pro experience now at different levels, both in Europe and here in North America. So I think they should be able to get past their opening phase, their opening qualifying round. From that point on, depending on who they match up with.
Right.
Well, listen, I think we really appreciate you coming in, but you haven't quite answered the question: who's going to win the World Cup? Because what we want to do here is, after you've predicted it correctly, just like Don Cherry, he keeps repeating old stories to show that
how right he was.
Now, what we'll do, we'll do this off camera. You'll mention all the teams, and then we'll just edit it.
Oh, okay. Perfect. So,
give us one team. What do you think?
Let's go with. Well, I mentioned Argentina. Let's stick with Argentina. I like Argentina. They're the defending champion. They seem to be the team that probably has the best shot at it right now.
There you go. Thanks a lot. Now, by the way, Alf, congratulations on that. Talking about Don Cherry, first time ever hockey broadcast done in another language. Hockey Night in Canada. And
thank you. Yeah, it was a really exciting moment for me to be able to call a hockey game for the first time in my professional career. Something that was kind of an institution, and something I followed as a boy, and to be able to sort of do it as a kind of a once in a career opportunity was a real thrill for me.
Did you find your preparation to be a little bit different?
Yeah,
because of
very much so. It's the pace of the game is so fast. The players obviously are covered with helmets and all the body guards. So it's a challenge to try to sort of pick out and anticipate plays, but I did a bit of studying on a couple of games just in advance, and we managed to get an audition in just before we did it live. But nothing compares to the thrill of doing an NHL hockey game. It's something that is really and truly is a once-in-a-lifetime experience, and hopefully we'll get a chance to do it again. I'm not sure if we will, but it was an opportunity to kind of show off a different set of broadcast skills on a different sport, but it was fun.
Yeah. Now, did you scream out "goal"?
Yes, I did. Yes, I did. I used the traditional soccer call on the hockey game, so it was kind of fun. We only managed to call one Leaf goal, but there were 6 Canucks goals, and it was a little more because I am a big Leaf fan. So.
And you made Coach's Corner. Listen, we have to wrap it up, and anyone else, anyone want autographs here, we have Alf here, and again, thanks for coming to GMT METROSPORT.
Pleasure.
And hopefully see you again, and good luck with the TLN and all the coverage.
Thanks a lot. Yeah, appreciate it.
So.
Thanks, man.
Okay.